All right, folks, and you heard it here first. If you didn't hear it from one of these other places that have already told this story, TikTok is done. They're going to the Senate. Once they go to the Senate, Biden said he is fucking crushing them. So check this out.
And we start with breaking news, a bill that would ban TikTok here in the U.S. if the company does not divest from its parent company.
Oh, they're not
China,
divesting.
is headed right to the Senate.
That's right. House lawmakers passed the bill with a large majority this morning. Take a look.
2/3 being in the affirmative, the rules are suspended, the bill is passed, and without the objection, the motion to reconsider is laid on the table.
Who is she?
352 House members voted in favor of this bill. 65 voted against it. More Republicans than Democrats supported it, but it was definitely bipartisan.
Shortly after the vote, TikTok released this statement. The company said in part it is, quote, hopeful the Senate will consider the facts and listen to their constituents. Now, TikTok also warned of the harmful impact this measure could have on users and the U.S. economy as a whole. CBS News congressional correspondent Scott MacFarlane joins us from Capitol Hill with more on this. Scott,
violation on
the amount of bipartisan House support this bill received surprising at all to you?
Yes.
Everything about this
I don't think it's a
surprising.
danger to the public to not have it.
A runaway train. It picked up speed and it picked up force without blinking once.
Sounds like cocaine.
A week ago yesterday on the House floor. It took just 8 days to get this thing through with an overwhelming vote of support.
Yet we can't do anything about our border. We can't do anything about our homeless situation. We can't do anything about the opioid crisis. But in 8 days,
faster supporters were able to avoid the opposition.
we can take care of fucking TikTok.
TikTok tried to slow this down. They tried to get dissenting voices out there. They brought their biggest influencers and users to Washington, D.C. to get FaceTime with lawmakers. Their CEO is here in Washington, but they couldn't quite stop the freight train from speeding down the track.
Choo-choo, motherfucker.
And Scott, I understand you've actually been speaking to TikTok users at the Capitol. What have they told you today?
Yeah, they're advocating that this is not a good read of the situation by Congress. They say it's a Congress that clearly doesn't understand the platform, doesn't understand the value of the platform, and isn't really speaking for all of its constituents when it moves legislation.
The platform has constituents.
Take a listen to one of them, a user with 2 million followers. He's based in Connecticut.
Maybe TikTok should be the next mayor or senator or president.
My income is split up into 2 parts mostly. I have brand sponsorships, and most brands find me through my TikTok profile.
What would you do if it went away tomorrow?
Move to YouTube.
I would have to figure out a whole new strategy for bringing customers in and for partnering
Instagram?
with brands. Even though I am on other platforms, TikTok is the primary driver for customers, so I would have to lean into other marketing means such as blogging, SEO, maybe finding a newsletter.
Because you know when Backpage shut down,
back on the ground.
2 points to make. One, the small point.
Not like something else didn't pop up.
Followers because he has videos that show high schoolers how better to apply.
It's not like something else didn't pop up.
That's some impactful information, he would argue. But more broadly, these people you see, these TikTok users who came here to protest, CBS News has learned TikTok did pay for them to come out here. It paid for their airfare, put them up in rooms, didn't pay them a fee, but this was advocacy that TikTok mobilized itself.
His button's about to pop.
Carol and Lana, but as of today, not yet an effective political strategy.
Yeah, it sounds like the positioning is this is more of a thing to support small businesses, right? Like the gentleman you just interviewed. Might we
It all
expect